Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review. I was gonna try to wait for the heater to turn off, but that ain't happening. Oh look, it's Yowie. Let It Fly on Fridays, episode 49. Excuse me. Once again, he just sprinted to come kiss me on the internet. So, let me just tell you, Teddy's showing up too. Oh, baby. Hi, baby boy. Give me a kiss. Hey, give me kisses. Oh, you kiss my face off until you're on the internet. Okay. So, we'll start off with apologies. I'll explain myself here in a minute that I haven't been around. So, it's been a whole thing. First off is the weather. The weather moved in. I wasn't ready for it. Had to get stuff done outside. You know, I'm at work 5 to 6 days a week, depending. Just my 2 days off, stuff in the house, stuff outside, it just got a bit overwhelming. And I had to sacrifice something. And of course, once I was to the point where I was sitting down, it was late, and I should have let you guys know with a little message that things weren't happening. And I'm a slacker, and I apologize, but as usual, Dungeon, V-Dub, J Myers, Jim, and I'm gonna forget a bunch of you. You guys are checking in on me, and I can't even acknowledge in words how special that is, that we have forged a bond that when I'm not around, I'm missed. And from my heart, I thank you guys, love every one of you. You guys have still been commenting. Today's Let It Fly is just about me and you guys. I didn't write my shouts down. I have got so many I have to sit down and make my big list, but every one of you, new subscribers, current commenters, new commenters, thank you so much. And I will sit down and get to them, because it seems that now things may slow down a bit. I had to do some traveling. That was kind of spur of the moment. I was actually supposed to not be here today, because you know I film Let It Fly on Fridays on Thursday. Wasn't supposed to be here. Actually, I would have just got home like an hour and a half ago. But I just had enough. There's only one of me. And as fabulous as some people think I am, I can't be fabulous all the time. I need me. Dedicated crawling, driving except for the fact that the course is, even though we've got about 3 inches of snow, the trails are cut, the obstacles are mostly cleaned off enough to use them. But I haven't had dedicated filming time because I've only been out in the evenings. Here's the day. Let me explain. Get up at 5. Take the dogs out. Come in. Do my inside business. Get ready for work. Feed the dogs. Take the dogs out again. Go to work. come home, take the dogs out, do my evening stuff, make dinner for mama, get ready to go to bed, take the dogs out, go to bed. So I have a lot of opportunities to take the trucks out when I take the dogs out. So far, in the last 2 weeks that I've been absent, the NT6 has been out. The custom hauler's been out. The Relarlo's been out. The WL1000, dang it, that truck, the white Bronco that's not a Traxxas, has been out. My four-wheel drive key truck's been out. My Bradley fighting vehicle's been out. The Hemet was out with the tire chains because it poured rain before it got cold and snowed. My trails are icy. So I was trying to use that 20 pounds with tire chains to rough up the trails a little bit. And all I did was manage to lose a screw that I found, and now I have to fix the suspension because there's a cross beam that a screw fell out of that I couldn't find. What else has been out? The Pathfinder's been out. I'll tell you what, those Vanquish Yokohama Geolander XATs are pretty nice out in the snow. Oh, the Sicario's been out. I put the rear locker in. I didn't do the front locker because I was going to do that and show you guys the front locker, but man, with the rear locker and these Sicario tires, that thing is pretty nice out in the snow. And whipping shitties, oh man, I love that truck. Yeah, so that's been the cast of crew that I fit in the coming home from work taking the dogs out, and the weekend taking the dogs out before I go to bed so I can play with the lights. So that's been the limit. It's dark when I'm doing that, so Sundays and Mondays on my days off are the only time I can get some daylight footage. And of course, I've been doing a lot of work in the house. This Monday was plumbing. I had a leaky pipe that I had to fix. And any of you guys that have done plumbing, that just wastes your day. So hopefully now I'm getting caught up. I will lose a couple hours this Monday. The boys got into it the other day, and Miss Morgan, in the midst of things, she was the only one to get really hurt, and it wasn't even from one of the other dogs. She tried to get away and hurt herself on the couch. So she gets to go get stitches out on Monday, and then she should be all mended. Other than that, hopefully we're going to get back to, I'm going to use this weekend and this next week to catch up on getting all my shouts written down for next week. But currently, here's another me thing. Now, if you were around years ago when I had an argument about a big-time YouTuber selling off his stash for ridiculous amounts of money. He was advertising them on his normal shows, and I got a little chapped about that. But you know what? I'm in the same boat now. Here's what caused me, not only because I was busy, but to basically shun all media again. So, researching episode 49 over 2 weeks ago, I was so pissed and worked up. I'm looking at big time YouTubers who are fighting because companies weren't sending them products they thought they were going to get, and they can't afford to buy them, so they were so pissed off that the manufacturer wasn't sending them free shit. So we know, because we're not stupid, that they get the free shit. I don't know, but I'm assuming if you are your company and you send a new product out every time you have one, how do you check on that? How do you check to see if that person still has that product? Don't sit and complain to me when you get free shit that you didn't get free shit, and then complain that you can't afford to buy this other product that you want, that they don't send it to you for free. Why don't you sell some of the free shit and buy the thing you want? I am so tired of people getting free shit and complaining that they're not getting the free shit they want, or asking their viewers to send them stuff, or their viewers sending them stuff because they're like, woe is me. You got a whole wall of free shit behind you. What are you complaining about? Or you're doing a project on this truck that you got free, and the manufacturers who you reached out to get the parts to make this build are sending you that shit for free. But you're going to complain because you want to buy another thing that company's not sending you for free. It just pissed me off. And then looking at some of the viewers, subscribers in their comment section, that none of these people ever, scold or say anything to them about how bad they're ragging on the different products because it's not what they like. Well, if you're a new guy who just heard that this was a good site for good information, and you're reading through the comment section, again, I bitched about this. I always do. You are helping to mold a generation just on your views. And I don't agree with it. I never have. It is ridiculous. Give them pertinent information. Tell them, yes, this is a pro, this is a con, but you can fix the con this way. This pro isn't really a super pro. Be truthful. And it was everywhere I was looking. The only plus side was that Axial released their little bitty thing, and Red Cat released their little bitty thing that's a little bit, I think it's a little bit bigger. Maybe it's smaller, I don't know. But the Red Cat is getting more favorable comments than the Axial. I am so sick of anything Horizon Hobby. That's why I decided to try some different manufacturers. Of course, one of them in 4 days, it'll be a month since I ordered the product. And I have just gotten the runaround, but they've got 2 more days that they say it should be on its way, and they are going to compensate me by taking it off of slow shipping and sending it fast shipping. So we'll see. But if anyone wants some free stickers, Kevin, I'm going to find that envelope, and don't worry, I still haven't forgot about you. I just bought 2 trucks. And in the process, well, we'll cover that afterwards. So, not telling you about the one truck, I just bought it to try out this new newer Maker Fire website. So far, the communication's been pretty good. But the fact that they will sell you stuff that they do not tell you is not in stock. They don't have a little thing that says in stock or out of stock. I just made the assumption it was in stock because they were advertising it. And if it wasn't for me bitching after a while, why isn't this been fulfilled yet? So they've had my money for a month, almost a month. We'll see if my product gets on its way and it gets here fast. But I got an email today about a brand new product. And it's from a name brand company. I can't wait to review it. I just paid off in a firm loan. And I decided that for $50 a month for 18 months, this was worth my money. So, Jerry's Old Guy Review at Gmail, which gives times and dates. Give me an idea that you have of what this truck may be when I give you some hints here. I had to have it, so I bought it today. It's from a well-known company. It is very beautiful. It is very scale. And RC Dungeon would love it. And it's actually a recreation of a TV show. That's all I'm going to say. Those are my hints. So, Jerry's Old Guy Review, well, or double check me. I may not be right about my own email sometimes. But the channel email, so you shoot that to me. It'll give me a time and when you sent it. Oh yeah, it never tells me. But my email's in the description below. Tell me what you think this new truck is that I just bought. And, I might hook you up with something. So make sure you send me your address with your guess. And we'll see what happens. But I got 2 new trucks coming. With that being said, the one truck I used PayPal to buy it. And because I've sold some stuff and had PayPal money, this truck coming is not a big deal. Money-wise. Because I got to use that money plus because they made me wait, they gave me a $40 coupon. So they took that price off when I was just waiting in my cart. So that was a good deal. So with that being said, if you want something you see in the shop, well, RC related, I'm not boxing up a 4-wheeler, sending it to you, or a dog. In my email, shoot me an offer with your address so I can get a shipping rate, and we'll talk about it. Because with these whiners and criers with all their free shit, I don't make anything hardly off of this channel. But still, we have 137 people to go to 3,000 subscribers. And when that happens, I'm giving a truck away. And this will be the truck. So you guys get a little bit of a double YouTube experience. This truck I won, which I didn't even realize I entered for it, from Crawler Canyon. He built this truck. This is the Blackjack. And I won. He sent it to me. I paid for the shipping, which I'll do the same thing. You guys pay for the shipping, and you'll win the truck. I've put my electronics and a guy in it. And basically he did the rest of the work. But it's got a nice little wood plaque you can put on the shelf, Blackjack. It's got a name. I've only had this out a couple times. It's really not my jam. He's got an Amazon transmission in it, and you can't really use it. You got to set off in a certain gear, but it's something. It's built. It's been through 2 hands. I really haven't. I drove it twice in the winter, and that's it, because I've got 2 Vanquishes. So that's why the only reason I accepted this was to pass it on in my future. So 3,000 viewers or subscribers, we're going to give that truck away, and all you'll have to do is pay the shipping. We'll figure out some kind of contest. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas other than just the rotary wheel. So yeah, we're going to give that away. And, you know, if you want some Jerry's Old Guy Review merch, and by merch I mean trucks, you're going to be hard-pressed to convince me on a lot of stuff. But I need to free up a little space. We'll probably show more of the trucks, because I got more. I've got shelves here. I got shelves over there. One of them sitting on the couch. It's not even on a shelf. Lazy. But yeah, I think it's my turn. You know, I should start selling to people other than, you know, Stay Small, because he seems to want all my stuff. But with that being said, again, Jim, I just saw your email, because I was away from all electronics. I just saw your email. I'm going to respond. Jay, this is my good joke. Your messenger may work on your end, but it doesn't work on my end. All my messages just say they can't send. So, I'm just going to shoot you an email with my phone number. That way we can get our jam on. And with that, it's just a short, easy, I'm getting back in the flow. Little updates on what's going on. We'll have more to talk about next week. You know, new stuff coming out. Maybe I'll have something to show you. But before we get there, if you want to put your guesses, shoot me the email about what do you think one of the new trucks is. The other one I actually spouted off on V-Dub's live podcast when I was on that. That was 2 weeks ago. I think it was right after that when I started doing my research, when I was just getting so chapped. You know, I'm just not that guy like everyone, all these other big names are. I mean, I don't even understand how some of them have as many viewers as they have. You know, I'm not going to ask exorbitant prices for things. If you see something and you make me an offer, I'm just trying to free up some space. And if I can part with it, you may have to sweet talk, but I'm getting free shit, but I can't afford to buy this other shit. Sell your free shit. Quit whining about it. Sorry, I'm still a little hot. And with that, again, thank you. We've gone up in viewership, even with me not being around. So hopefully this will spark some new stuff. We're also going to talk about, where is Yowie? We're going to talk about the paw print tomorrow, or next week. And Yowie's a celebrity now. So if you love Yowie here, and you would love to see him for the whole year on a calendar, I'm going to shoot you that information next week, because I submitted his picture, and actually, it's a threefer. You've got Teddy's butt, and you got Tiberius's side, and Yowie coming right at you, and it's on a calendar, and it does a lot of good for animals. So we'll talk about that next week. I'm going to probably just be reading off of the list. But with that, anyone? Anyone else want to say anything? Nothing. So with that, another week in the can. Sorry about my absence. Hopefully we'll be back on an even keel, and I will talk to you on the next one.